What are the most beautiful cities in Europe to visit in winter? Where there are ski resorts? Which cities are the most charming? We'll give you all the tips here so you can rest easily. In this video, we'll answer all these questions and make a list of all the cities that are the most beautiful in our opinion for you to enjoy the European winter, which is beautiful, and an optimized itinerary for you to get to know them all and the main tips you need to know for winter in Europe, guys. So don't forget to give us a like, that's very important for us. Don't forget to give us that thumbs up because it's really helpful. Subscribe to the channel and buckle up. Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, the largest travel content network in the world. And today we're gonna talk about the European winter, which is starting now in December. We're on the day 4 today recording, so come on, there's a really nice list of amazing cities. Guys, beautiful cities for you to spend the winter in, especially in this time of the year, December, Christmas, so let's go. First of all, when is the European winter? European winter starts on December 1st and lasts until the end of February. Even before December, November was already very cold. In March, it's usually still a bit chilly. Mountain towns usually still have snow, but the official period is from December to February. Many people have doubts. Do I go to Europe during winter? Is it worth it or not? I think so, guys. 2 points, right? The first is price and crowding. The European summer is beautiful. I love it. I've been several times. I like it there, but it's very expensive and it's very crowded. So you go, everything is more expensive, the places are very crowded. The main cities like Rome, Barcelona, Paris are packed with people in the tourist spots and streets. So winter has its positive side, which is that it's much emptier, guys. But there's also the point of the money, everything's cheaper. But there's one thing, if you go to ski resorts and destinations that are for skiing, mountains of which there are many in Europe, it's very nice, then it's expensive because everyone wants to go there. Those who like to ski, professional skiers, even if it's purely for leisure, like to go every year, and it ends up being expensive because they are smaller towns with limited slopes, so the price of this is expensive. But if your idea is to enjoy other cities and other things, which will be our focus here, winter can be a very good option because it will be cheap, it will be quiet, and it will be beautiful and cold. And it's going to be very cold. You have to take the right clothes, do your research, and plan carefully, but it's worth it because it's an incredible scenario and very worthwhile. So guys, there's one country that I think it's incredible, but it stands out from all the others because it's so far away, and that's Finland. Finland is one of the most beautiful countries to visit in winter, and it's officially the home of Santa Claus, so you can really get into the Christmas spirit. It looks amazing, everything Christmas, the Christmas market, but it's a bit out of the way, so just keep that in mind. And now I'm going to start the list of the cities that are very close and you can do them all practically together by train. They're right in the center of Europe. These are cities that are very charming with snow, Christmas, markets, and cuisine, guys. It's really great. You can see them all during the same trip. Gabriel, I want to visit the most traditional winter cities. You can go to Paris, Barcelona, Rome, Milan. All these cities, you can visit them, they work normally. It's just that it won't be such a... Of course it's charming, it's got the European charm, but it's not the kind of thing where you enjoy the winter so much, the snow, the winter vibe, but you can do it. They're emptier, they're cheaper, so it could be an option for you to mix these cities with those cities that are really winter cities, that are in the middle of the mountains, that have snow, that have this beautiful scenario that you're seeing here in the video, and that really awaken our desire to visit beautiful places like this during the winter and especially during Christmas. So starting the itinerary here, I'll even put it on the map whenever I talk about the city. I'll put the map here so you can see that everything is very close, okay? One place that I think it's incredible is Austria. Austria has very good ski slopes and also very charming cities, both Vienna, which is the best known. I think it's worth including Salzburg too, which is very cool and beautiful. It's beautiful at Christmas, everything is decorated, the places get snow and are very charming, the cuisine is very good, it's a place worth considering. Another beautiful city a little further up the road is the Czech Republic, is Prague. Prague is one of the cities that is also beautiful to visit in summer all year round. Prague is one of the cities most preferred by tourists. Everyone who travels there loves it, and in winter it has the same charm, so it's a city worth visiting. There are lots of hotels, a train station, everything you need to get around, and then you go up to Prague. I think about 3 days in Prague is very good. You can really enjoy the city. Theoretically, close to Prague, there is a train or plane. It's also very quick. I recommend Budapest, guys. Budapest, I think, is also a charming city. It's worth a visit. It's a city that's also on summer itineraries, sometimes in Europe, but I think it's also very charming during winter, in the same style as Prague. Prague, Brussels, Vienna, and Budapest, I think they're very similar in terms of size, the number of days you can dedicate to them, their travel style, I think they are a bit similar. Down here, guys, in the description of the video, I'm going to leave a link that has all the links inside, which will take you to a page on our blog. All the links are organized so that you can put together an entire trip. Then there's the website where we buy the train tickets, which are very good, cheap and super reliable, the biggest in Europe. You can see the routes, calculate the price. There's the airline tickets comparator, the car rental comparator, which makes you find much cheaper car rentals. You're going to Italy. Italy is a very cheap place to rent a car, and the routes there are very good. Portugal and Germany, which are the 3 main ones. You can rent a car to get to know the cities. There is travel insurance, which is mandatory. I'm going to talk about it here too, but it's a comparator that compares all travel insurance and finds them for half the price compared to what you pay in travel agencies. There's a website that sells all the tickets, tours. In short, it's a complete list down here for you to organize your entire trip to Europe, saving as much as possible on everything. So I use the website, log in for your own computer, go item by item to plan your trip, get a sense of value, and see the best services there. And now we're going back a little bit to Austria, guys. Right next to Austria, there's also the top of Italy, the north of Italy, which has very nice, very beautiful mountains. A very nice one is Cortina D'Ampezzo, which is one of the most popular ski slopes in Europe and has little towns nearby with lots of snow. So if you want to visit this part of Italy, it's great too. Nearby, there's Milan and Venice. Venice, I don't recommend it in winter. I think it's a bit too much. It's not worth it, but Milan's a bit cooler too if you want to get to know a bigger city, a big city with everything close by. You can enjoy it by train. If you want to focus on Italy, people, for this video, look for our other video, which is perfect itinerary to Italy. Play it on YouTube, Itinerary Italy, Lorenzi, that will appear. There are 2 incredible itineraries we did, one more general and the other 2 Tuscany, in which we explain how to make the whole trip, because Italy is a separate country. You need an entire trip there to get to know everything. This tip about the previous cities is only if you really want to jump around. Right next to Italy and Austria is Switzerland, which in my opinion is the most beautiful country to visit in winter. It's number 1 when it comes to beauty, because when it comes to choice, sometimes it's a bit off the beaten track. It's expensive. It's the most expensive country in Europe. It's really expensive. You can't complain. It's expensive. You pay more than in other countries, but the scenery is incredible, and I think that if you can afford it, you should take this trip. I think it's worth it. Zurich is very cool. It's the main city, but there's also a city that I think it's nice to highlight, and that's Interlaken. It's so beautiful. It was one of the favorite cities in Switzerland. It's a surreal setting, guys, both in winter and summer. In summer, it's also very beautiful. I think it's very nice to go there, but during winter, it's very charming, and it's a spectacle. And then there's Zermatt. Zermatt, as they call it, with a Z, Zermatt, 2 T's at the end, and it's a town very focused on the slope. It's tiny in Switzerland, but it's focused on the ski slope. It's close to Italy too, so it's easy to put in the middle of the itinerary. So do your research and put together your itinerary. I'm giving you more or less a general outline so you can see the city, but you can put together your own personalized itinerary, make your trip the way you think it will be. Remember that you can include all of these cities by spending 2 to 3 days in each one. If you want to stay 5 days to go skiing, to try and do some more sightseeing, that's possible, but these are small towns that you can get to know early. Then there's Switzerland, which is the middle of everything. It's a very good country for getting around because it's in the middle of everything. At the top of Switzerland, there's Germany. Germany is also very beautiful during winter. Munich we found to be a very cozy city, very pleasant. Berlin is a bit of a departure. It's up there. It's possible to go. There's no problem. You can do it, but I think you lose a bit of time getting around. Munich I found much cozier and more in keeping with the European winter, so you can go to both Munich and Nuremberg. Nuremberg is also a city that I think it's very beautiful. It was voted one of the cities with the best Christmas markets. When I say Christmas Christmas markets, this term is very famous in Europe because they are Christmas markets with the atmosphere of snow, lights, gastronomy, handicrafts, decorations, everything, and it's a fever in Europe. So it's one of the most popular cities, the most suitable for Christmas. They're very focused on Christmas markets, so Nuremberg was voted one of the cities with the most Christmas markets and was one of the most popular destinations for the European winter. And guys, any questions you may have, send them to me and I'll really try to help. I like the messages coming in a lot, okay? The volume is increasing, but I'm trying my best to answer everyone. If you want to respond even faster, add me on Instagram on @Lorenzi. You have to add me and send me a direct message. Then I can respond a little faster. I'm paying more attention there because it's much easier. Take the opportunity to follow us too. We're always traveling, interacting. So anytime you're on a trip or have any questions, send me a direct message and I'll try to help you out. And then one day, if you need it, you're going on a last minute trip or you're on a trip and need some help, send me a direct and I'll try to help. And also take the opportunity to follow us on the Lorenzi family channel, which is a new YouTube channel that we set up. We've been living here in the United States for a year and a bit now. We've moved to Orlando with our 2 daughters, and here we show our trips to Disney parks, amusement parks, our lifestyle here in the United States, the trips we continue to make to all over the world. It's really cool stuff. A channel that we're making with a lot of dedication and passion, so whoever can give us a hand, start watching there. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Finally, I want to include France because I think many people dream of visiting France, but come on guys, Paris is a bit out of the way. You have to go not out of the way because in Europe everything is closed. If you take a flight, it will be a few hours, fast, good, cheap. It's possible to visit, but also if you want to visit another city that has won several winter prizes, that's Salzburg Extra, as they say it in Portuguese, in this case Extraburg. In Strasbourg, you can enjoy a lot and it's much closer to the center we're talking about. You see that France is huge and Paris is in the other corner. Strasbourg, on the other hand, is right on the right hand side, very close to all the cities we're talking about. So it's a French city that you can put on your train itinerary, guys. The train that everyone asks about, we use a very good website, the biggest in Europe, which searches for all tickets. We always buy everything there and it's very easy. It's all here in the video description. Take a look, it's easy, get organized, compare, you see how much the train costs. We always do this for each destination, compare which ones are worth it and which ones aren't, which ones are quicker and cheaper. And that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel because it really helps us a lot to keep producing more and more videos for you. And up here, I'll leave you with some great videos for your trip to Europe. So thank you very much guys and have nice trips.